Hey guys, what's up? It's your boy 12 coming at y'all with another video. I've been hearing a whole lot of stuff about Alex LC being the strongest March in the game, and that brings a question. What is a better investment? Alex or YSG? Now, without any kind of intro, I mean, usually I give an intro, I don't really care. I love this question a lot. As somebody who got YSG and Alex, a lot of people forget that because I only talk about investing in YSG. I never talk about investing in Alex. I did expertise him. Now, granted, Alex was in a much different spot when I expertised him little under 2 years ago now. We like Alex a lot. Why do we like Alex is the question. Alex is the single strongest March in the game, KVK2, with Alex YSG. Period. He demolishes. It's not close. Alex with double relic currently will give him 20% defense and 6% normal damage reduction. Really strong. Really strong. They did him right with this museum. He has great auxiliary skills. He has great bastion skills. Alex is good. So there is no Alex hate coming out here. My question would be, why are you investing in these commanders? So when people ask the question, should I invest in YSG or should I invest in Alex? They are not asking necessarily which one is a more capable open field commander. They are asking, should I be focusing on economy or should I be focusing on fighting? If I had a question between YSG or Alex, which one would I rather have expertise? When I first started the game, I would rather have YSG. As I said in my should you invest in YSG video, I think the majority of players probably shouldn't invest in YSG. That's because the majority of players are really casual. I think YSG is a sweaty, try-hard commander, and I think if you're gonna invest in him, you have to think of him like, okay, this is 500,000 gems of investment. How can I recoup my investment? I think YSG has easily gotten me in the millions of gems of value. I think of the 6.3 billion barbs he's killed, basically all from chaining. He's done me very well. He's also gotten me a ton of kills. Now, YSG used to be good for 3 KVKs, right? He used to be good for KVK 1 as one of the strongest marches in the game. He used to be good in KVK 2 with the Alex YSG as the strongest march in the game. He used to be good in KVK 3 because we didn't have Season of Conquest commanders back then. You guys do have Season of Conquest commanders. So now the thought is, how much value are you really getting out of him? If you're using him for economic means, you guys can definitely rip the 500,000 gems, especially from like 3 KVKs, because you guys are not getting all the archer commanders. You're not getting ZL, you're not getting L2, you're gonna have to get Cyrus from dailies, Theo has to come from dailies, and the only in Hera you can't get, right? So you're gonna have access to, if you're buying dailies, it'd be Theo, Cyrus, and YSG if you have him, right? You only have 3. YSG is going to be at the absolute worst 1/3 of your entire chaining power by KVK 3. So if you're chaining like 2 to 3 hours a day, which some people are very competitive, YSG is still an excellent investment in that capacity, in that regard. If you're a casual player, you probably shouldn't look at him. So if the question is Alex or YSG and you're really casual, you probably should invest in either, okay? You either expertise this man or you walk past him. He has an excellent bastion skill, bro. 50% skill damage. You do not have to field this man. If you can put this as an auxiliary skill, or if you can put this as a bastion skill, this is nuts. This is a nuts skill to have. Putting this on like a QB Joan of Arc, it's diabolical amounts of damage. It's super high, especially with like a 3rd skill William. So now that we've finished glazing YSG, he's going to do a lot of damage KVK 1, he's going to do a lot of damage KVK 2. He's a worthwhile investment if you think you can recoup your investment, and especially if you have good fighting looking in KVK 1 and good fighting looking in KVK 2. Next on the chopping block, Alex. Why is Alex so good right now? Alex is going to get you a ton of kills KVK 2. He is disgusting. We didn't have many kills KVK 2, and Alex did me right. Okay, Alex did me right KVK 2, he did me right KVK 3, and he's done me right in Season of Conquest too. Now, personally, I think the best March in the game right now is probably ZL Herman, but I think the second best March is probably Scipio LC. I think I really like that March a lot. I think the debuff that Scipio has, the 30% health debuff, is really strong, and while Alex also has a debuff, he's not getting the rage that Scipio would be getting with the support tree. I think Alex is really strong, I just don't think he's as strong. In a 1v1 in a dueling situation, Alex could definitely come out on top, but I mean, Scipio on the other hand, like, I just really like the way he applies damage. I really like the AoE. Being able to AoE deal like 2000 damage factor with the support tree, debuff everything, and then have the next guy fire to 5 targets is kind of awesome. I think it's a really strong thing. I'd be hard pressed to want to replace that. I think Alex can definitely find use in a 5 March, but if you only have 1 March, I kind of want that to be Scipio LC. Now granted, Alex's expertise is crazy amounts of damage. I just don't know if he gets enough rage to make that worth it. As somebody who's used both Marches, I really like the Scipio a lot more, especially with Scipio's 4 skill giving him so much tanky. Now with the 20% defense and the double museum relic, Alex also has tankiness as well. So it's not necessarily that Alex is much worse. I think he's still good. It's just keep in mind what you have to give up. So you're giving up 700 sculptures in KVK2 when in KVK3 you need those sculptures to transition. You desperately want a QB, you desperately want a Joan of Arc, you desperately want a ZL, you definitely want a Herman. So the better question isn't necessarily, is Alexander replacing Scipio? I don't know if Scipio LC is the #1 investment for everybody, right? This Alex could be replacing your QB. He could be replacing your ZL. He could be replacing your Herman, right? There are other things that you're not getting with it. Other things that might be more beneficial to your 5 March and less beneficial as a single duelist March. Food for thought there. In terms of the rest of his skills, they're all really good. They're great Bastion skills. They're great auxiliary skills. I like him a lot and he does a lot of damage. If KVK3 did not have Season of Conquest commanders, I think for a more grindy player, I think he would still be okay. I think this is a spender's investment. I think if you're a mid spender that doesn't play a lot, you might consider getting Alexander the Great instead of YSG and transitioning well with him. I am skeptical though with the new infantry probably around the corner. If the new infantry synergizes better with LC than Alex does, I mean, I don't know, you just kind of cry in your beer. If the new commander demands having Scipio to synergize with it, and you invested in Alex and now you have to get LC and you're getting, yesterday's work instead of, today's, new fresh infantry commander, it's a tough sell, right? This is not a future-proof investment. He's strong, he's just not going to be the strongest forever. When you get to Season of Conquest, you generally want to invest in the commander that's going to last you at least a year, right? So when you get to SOC right now, LC is going to be in the meta for at least a year period. Full stop. The next infantry commander, there's a good chance it'll be the same. Just weigh out your options carefully. If you're a mid-spender, I think Alex is a good choice, especially if you have a lot of fighting KVK2. If you don't have a lot of fighting KVK2, you should definitely skip this man. This is like a KVK2, like you're going to fight a ton, you have a ton of resources, you have a ton of speeds, and you want to get a ton of KP, so you can go wherever you want to go in Season of Conquest. If this is not the case, bro, you need to stay away from this man. There are better options out there. And also, like, museum stuff is hard to get, bro. It is not easy. Like, some people are talking about running like Alex LC. There's some people running who buy dailies for Martel, trying to run double, soon to be triple relic Martel. People who are trying with LC and people who are trying to run like other museum stuff. But remember, if you're running Alex, Martel, Richard, YSG, soon to be Guan, like if you're running these commanders and you need them out of the museum is not easy to get credits for, guys. Like, something that can actually cook your account is overextending from the museum. I have not bought anything from the museum in a very, very long time. I think the last thing I bought here was the first thing for Alexander the Great, and it's been months and months and months, and this is all I have, okay? It is not cheap getting stuff out of here. Like, if I could go back and probably not get something for Ethelfled, probably not get something for like Mehmed, I wouldn't. It's just not worth it. I definitely wouldn't get something for El Cid, right? Just be very cognizant of like how much stress trying to invest in this museum is going to put on your account. So overall, I've done a whole lot of yapping. So here's the TLDR. TLDR, if you are a very hyperactive player that chains a lot, YSG is definitely the better option. It is not close. YSG will pay for himself after like 3 or 4 KVK, for sure. If you are a mid-spender plus, you probably want Alex. If you are a very active mid-spender and you have to look between Alex and YSG, I still want YSG more, even though Alex is a good candidate. And that's it. You guys can argue in the comments with me if you want. I'm totally willing to defend myself. And if I feel like I'm very wrong, I'll make another video talking about how I was wrong. But I think this is a pretty safe bet. I think this is, this is probably where most people should be at right now. If you guys like content like this, please drop a like, a follow, consider commenting. If you guys are looking for account coaching, I do private and public account coaching. The public account coaching is $35 a session. That's live on stream. And the private account coaching is $75 a session. It is obviously private. If you guys want to help support the stream financially, you guys can always donate to the Streamlabs link in the description below. Without further ado, guys, I'm going to get out of here. Have yourselves an absolutely wonderful day, and I hope this helped.